What's up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. It's NBA Talk with Jay Money. This is probably the most boring intro that we'll have with Andy on the show, but neither one of us necessarily feeling 100%, a little under the weather, my guys. But we're definitely gonna try to power through this show. But if you guys know, obviously we're paired partnered with wagertalk.com, my guys. It's $2 Tuesday over there at Wager Talk. We got Andy Lang, my brother, man, Prop King over there as well, doing great job over there at Wager Talk, man. This is the Prop King. What's up with you, Andy? What you got going?
Yeah, so we were joking off like sometimes when you're not feeling good, you got to muscle through a show. It could be a little bit difficult, but Jay, one of the reasons why I love you is this is what we do, and sometimes you're not feeling 100%, but just like the athletes, you muscle through, you get it done, and we're off to a 9-3 start in the NBA on props. So we're seeing the bets really, really well. Honestly, if I wasn't doing that good, I probably would say let's not do a show. But when you're running hot and you're seeing the props well. And honestly, today, not a lot of games, but there's several props that are really, really good. So, yeah, let's do some props. Let's make some money for everybody.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it, my guys. Go check them out at Wage Talk as well if you'd like to get some best bets for $2, my guys. Well, you got Jimmy Adams. He has a NFL red hot 92% run. You got Dr. Chuck. You got Dion Diamico as well, 5% game of the month, and you got Moneyline Matt with an NBA top player today, my guys. Go check us out $2 Tuesday. Now let's get to some games here, guys. There's 4 games on the slate, but we're gonna kind of throw out the Clippers versus Thunder game. A lot going on there. No PG, no Giddy, no SGA. You're gambling in that one, my guys. First game up, we're going to Washington, D.C. here. We're going to the Wizards laying 5.5 points versus the Detroit Pistons here. A total of 220 here, Andy. You got some any props here you like in this game?
Yeah, there's a great one in this one. Kristaps Porzingis under 19.5 points. He's had 15, 14, and 18 points in his 3 games this season. And the 18 points, Jay, that was an overtime game. I had him on the under, and I was watching that close. And his PRA went over, but it went over in the overtime session. So as far as regulation goes, he's not gotten over this one time. He's going up against Isaiah Stewart. That's a tough matchup for him. Isaiah Stewart's a very, very good rebounder. He's playing pretty well on defense this year. Porzingis' minutes is not that great, 30 to 35 minutes maybe, but Kuzma is doing most of the damage for stats on that forward position. So Porzingis under 19.5 points. This line is a little bit too inflated. I'm not really sure why they went with 19.5 here. Smells a little bit fishy, but I'm going by my numbers. 15, 14, and 18 in the 18 in overtime game, under 19.5. Easy play for me in this game.
Yeah, maybe Porzingis a little banged up, man. We know that I call him paper plate Porzingis out there, so he may not be playing 100%. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in that one. The Wizards have beaten the Pistons 5 straight times, so be interesting to see if they keep smacking them up. Pistons coming off a couple of losses here. It's a tough game for me, man. The Wizards, they could match up well with them. They could start off good like they did last year, off 11-3, but it's a tough type of team for me to figure out personally. I'm staying off that game, my guys. Usually I'd like to go with the team that's lost 5 straight, but Pistons still trying to figure out getting Bogdanovich acclimated over there with the team, my guys. Let's go over here to the streets of New Orleans here. We got the Pelicans getting 6 points. It's just so crazy because some of these cards can be really tough, guys. He's got 2 games today where you got a bunch of players out, a lot of moving parts. No Herb Jones, no Zion Williamson, or Brandon Ingram in this game. You got the Mavs coming off a 41-point win versus the Grizzlies, Andy. Some just like obviously you want to take the Mavs here, but one thing I learned not to do is don't take a game, especially based off injuries here. Pelicans, this is their second straight home game. I'd be looking towards an under type of game here. It's crazy because this total was at 225 last night. It was down to 220 this morning. Then when Zion got ruled out and Herb Jones, now down to 218, 217 and a half here. Andy, you like anything here?
Yeah, there's a sneaky play. Christian Wood. Look, you got to search around for a little bit. DraftKings, it's been on and off the board on DraftKings. Just check around at all your books. Another reason to make sure you have as many books as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So his point total is fluctuating between 16.5 and 17.5. Jay, this guy's had 25 points in his 2 games. Here's what I like about it. I kind of dug inside these numbers. I was trying to figure out those rotations. So it looks like what's happening is he's coming off the bench and he's getting to go up against the other team's bench and backup center. So against Phoenix, he isn't playing against DeAndre Ayton. he came in and he's playing against Bismack Biyombo and Jacques Landale.
Mm-hmm.
So big advantage on offense for Christian Wood there against Memphis. He doesn't need to go up against rough and tough Steven Adams, who can body him up and push him out of the way. He's going up against Tillman. So I think this move of bringing Christian Wood off the bench is helping his points number because he just doesn't have the toughest defender on him on the other team. So I think we may get some juice out of this one. If he continues to go over this 20 points, I think I'm going to play it anytime the number comes out under 20 points. Another guy similar to this is Tyrese Halliburton. Anytime the books put a number out on Halliburton under 20 points, you got to take the over. I think Christian Wood may fall into this category too. As of now, definitely not getting in any of the unders. He's gone 25 and 25. So this is a pretty big discrepancy in the number they're putting out. So give me Christian Wood over as long as the books hang this number under 20.
That's a good point there, man. Andy giving you guys some nuggets there, not only for this game, but for in the future as well. If you see these numbers, just based on usage alone, I saw last game, McGee barely played a lot of minutes as well. It seemed like he started, and then Wood played a ton of minutes as well. They kind of went out there at first with McGee, and then noticed that sometimes Wood might be a better matchup. He's really gelling well with Luka as well. Those are some good looks in that game, Andy. Like I say, I feel like the play was the under in this game. Now, it's nice to have it. No Zion and no Ingram definitely helps the under, but I feel like not having Herb Jones out there, he's one of their best defenders, the best defenders on the starters as well, on the starting lineup. So that does hurt the under a little bit because we know that he's going to be on Luka in that one, but still got some really good defenders coming off the bench. And Trey Murphy, he's probably going to be starting here. Jose Alvarado, that's all he does is defense, man. He's like a little pest out there. I don't know if you've seen it, but Alvarado is picking you up full court. And he can really disrupt your offense out there. So even at the 218, I still be leaning the under. It's just you lost a ton of value. It was 225 last night, man. The Sharps hopped on this overnight, woke up 221s, and then obviously trickling down with the Zion info, my guys. So like I say, we're going to skip that Clippers Thunder game. Did a show earlier this morning at 11 a.m. Eastern with Shark. If you'd like to go back and check it out, we did break down that Clippers Thunder game, my guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Phoenix here. Andy, got last game up. You got the Suns laying 1.5 points versus the Golden State Warriors here. The champs coming in here as the underdog. This is their first road game after facing the Nuggets, the Kings, and the Lakers at the house. You got the Suns coming in here as well off their blowout win versus the Clippers here. Total of 227. Andy, like anything here?
Yeah, I do. We talked about this the day before the season started. Steve Kerr, man of his word. He's not playing these starters very many minutes. He's hitting that 30-minute mark. Yeah, there's a couple interesting things going on here. Chris Paul's been awful shooting. A lot of we'll just say rumors as to what happened to him in the last series when they got eliminated. And he has just come out ice cold. He's 1 for 11 from 3-pointers so far, 9 for 28 overall from the field. And his point total is 13.5. So far, he scored 6, 7, and 10 this season. So, is he going to shoot this bad for the rest of the season? No. Is tonight the night he goes off against the Warriors? I don't know. Probably not with how hot Devin Booker has been. The books are reacting well. Booker is already up to 26.5. I'm certainly not going to play any unders on Devin Booker, but I am going to look at Chris Paul under. But my best bet in this game, and probably my best bet for the show, is going to be Andrew Wiggins over 16.5 points. He's continued his run. He looked great in the finals and in the playoffs. Only him and Steph Curry are playing over 28 minutes a game for this team. He's the second leading scorer on the Warriors. He's averaging 22.3 points a game. This number is 16.5, and he scored 20, 23, and 24 points a game. So his number has gone up each of the 3 games. He's had 14, 17, and 19 field goal attempts. So he's getting the volume of shooting. This isn't like he's shooting 80% from the field and he's ready to regress. He's getting a lot of attempts. Now, this is a tough matchup. Bridges will be guarding him, but Wiggins has scored 19 points the last 2 games he's gone up against Bridges, and that was in the regular season before he really flipped the switch and we saw playoff Wiggins emerge. I love this one. I think Wiggins is – the Suns and Warriors are going to – this is a grudge match type of matchup. So don't be surprised if Wiggins and Steph play just a few more minutes if this game is close. Yeah, Wiggins over 16.5 points. I love this play.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Yeah, Booker, man, he's on one right now. Booker, like he's going for MVP, guys. He has fire in his eyes. I'd be looking at Booker over 26.5 points. I think he goes for 30. He has to go for 30 for the Suns to keep it close. Andy mentioned Chris Paul. I'm not sure if his father time. Obviously, he's getting older. He's just out there to get some assists. He doesn't even really want to push the pace. I'm watching the game, and they're going at a really slow pace right now, guys. So Chris Paul slowing it down. Obviously, going to want this game. I do think the Suns, obviously, with this being early season, they didn't just win a championship. I feel like these games mean a little bit more to the Suns. They're 7-0 against the spread in the first half. The last 7 matchups in these meetings. So I'm going with Suns first half minus the 1. A few books got minus a half as well. It's all the same thing, man. We need the Suns to have the lead after the first half. I lean their way full game as well. I know the Warriors usually come back in the third quarter, so I think the first half is the much better play, but I still lean the way full game as well. We're not seeing championship defense from the Warriors right now. They kind of seem to just be coasting, coming, you know what I'm saying, get through these first few months of the season, then really start to ramp it up. That's just what championship teams do, that really they have high aspirations to win a championship and get deep in the playoffs, my guys. So you're going to see them kind of coast, especially the first few weeks of the season. You're definitely going to see that first road game. Give me the Suns here in the first half, my guys. Take a look at Booker props, point props. He's on one right now. He's getting to the basket as well, Andy. And another look, Cam Johnson might be able to get some 3-point looks in this game as well. So I see the Suns having a good game today. I know it's somewhat of a contrarian type of look. I'm seeing some money just came in on the Warriors here. 56% of the money, 56% of the tickets, 76% of the money on the Warriors. So obviously people gonna hop on that, but I like the Suns, especially in the first half, my guys. Now, man, if you guys don't mind, listen to Ruby. She has a nice commercial, nice promo code for the NBA cappers over at Wage Talk, my guys.
The NBA regular season tips off on Tuesday, October 18th, and who better to bet alongside than Rob Vino and Akeem Profit. Rob Vino enters the season ranked number 1 all-time in NBA profit at Wager Talk. On the flip side, Akeem Profit is looking to replicate last season after he finished up the year picking up over 44 units in profit for his NBA clients. And right now, you can get the first 7 days of the NBA season for less than $5 per day per handicapper. For a limited time, you can get the first full week of NBA from both Rob Vino and Akeem Profit for the cost of just buying one of them. You heard right. For $69, you will get any NBA releases, including 5% best bets from Vino and Ski, from Tuesday, October 18th to Monday, October 24th, 2022. As an added bonus, the first 25 to sign up will get an additional 2 days added to their NBA access, a $100 value for free, taking you through October 26th.
Man, y'all better hurry up, man. First 25 people get you that extra $100 value, man. Go check them out. And the $2 Tuesday as well. That's for everybody. It's every Tuesday, and you don't need a promo code. So go check us out, wagertalk.com. Andy, what you got going? Well, first, man, real quick. First off, I like this shirt, Andy. I love the shirt. And this is one of your last chances, guys. If you'd like to get a shirt, show some support to the channel, like my guy Andy did, man. You get $10 off a shirt right now. You can go hit the website. J Money is Money. Use promo code WIN10, and then you get $10 off whatever's in the cart, my guys. $10 off every shirt, and you get a free pair of glasses as well. Andy knows, man. I sent them some glasses, my guys. But now let's talk about some free picks here, Andy. What you got going over at Wage Talk, and what you liking on tonight's card, my brother?
Best bet is up 9-3 in the NBA. One of the plays we lost was an under that lost in overtime, so we could easily be looking at a 10-2 start to the season. Numbers, like we predicted, they're a little flat or a little stagnant to start the season. Books haven't hammered these in very well, and we're taking advantage of them. I talked about Porzingis and Wiggins. Those are my two favorites. So just a quick recap, Porzingis under 19.5 points. He's yet to go over this total. His highest total is 18 points, and that was in overtime. Going up against Isaiah Stewart, tough matchup. And then Andrew Wiggins over 16.5 points. He's played the second most minutes behind Steph Curry on that team, second leading scorer. He's had 14, 17, and 19 field goal attempts, and even though he's going up against Bridges, he's gone over this total the last 2 times that he's faced him. So Andrew Wiggins over points, Porzingis under points. Those are my 2 best bets for the show.
I like it, man. Go check out my guy Ed Wager Talk as well, and go find him on Twitter as well, man. My guy at Bump Sports. My best bet today, man, I'm going with the Suns in the first half, 7-0 against the spread last 7 versus the Warriors. And it doesn't matter if they win or lose a game, they usually come out with some juice versus the Warriors, and Warriors first game on the road here after 3 straight home games versus teams that don't like to play defense. So they're going up against a really great defensive team here tonight. Also would take a look at Booker points over. I think that's correlated with the Suns doing well in this game. If he's having a bad game or getting locked up, they won't look so good, my guys. But Suns first half, would talk y'all full game as well. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. It's Us Against the Bookies. Let's get this cash, my guys. Yeah.